Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to be creating this festival halo eye look for you. So if you'd like to see how I got this, then keep on watching. To start out, I'm taking my Anastasia pomade in the shade dark brown, and I'm just going to use this to fill in my eyebrows. Next up, I'm taking my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, and this is in the shade Ivory, and I'm just going to use that to conceal the top of my eyelids and also carve out my eyebrows. Here I'm just taking the flat concealer brush and just using it to blend out the concealer and also to really define my eyebrows. Then I like to take a beauty blender and just blend out the concealer and just make sure everything's blended seamlessly. To set that all in place, I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and just create a nice smooth base for my eyeshadows. Now taking the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange and just going to run that through my crease to work as my transition shade. Next up, I'm taking the shade Rilga, I think that's how it's pronounced, and I'm just going to use that on the outer third of my eye and also the inner third, and just going to start creating the halo eye effect. And then I like to just lightly blend them together, and then I will take the shade which I had the transition shade on and just blend the two together nicely. Next up, I'm taking the shade Red Ochre and I'm going to apply that in the outer third and inner third as well, just not taking it quite as high, and then blend through the crease lightly once again. This is my first time creating a halo eye, so I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. Now taking the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer and just going to cut out the middle section, which is where I'm going to apply the glitter. Now I'm going to take the shade Bay out of the Huda Beauty palette and just going to set down that concealer. Next up, I'm going to take this metallic eyeshadow in the shade Pearl Jamming, and I'm just going to apply that on the middle section of my eye. Here I'm just taking the shade Red Ochre again and just blending it into the metallic eyeshadow which I put down, just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. Now to start on my face, I'm taking this face primer by Wet n Wild. I'm just going to blend that all over. For foundation today, I decided to use my Hourglass as I did want something that's decent coverage, and I'm in the shade Warm Ivory. To blend that out, I'm just taking this kabuki brush. It's not by any specific brand, I actually just got this off eBay, and then I like to go over top and blend that out with my beauty blender. And then I'm taking my NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Punjab and just adding a thin layer of that over top, as the Hourglass one is quite matte. Now to conceal the dark circles under my eyes, I'm just taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And to further highlight, I like to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up, as it's just a couple of shades lighter. Also like to take that down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead and a bit on the chin. And then just taking my beauty blender and blending that all out. Now I'm taking my Airspun loose face powder and just going to bake underneath my eyes. Now to set my face, I'm going to use my trusty MAC pressed powder in the shade medium. And as usual, taking my MAC bronzing powder in the shade refined golden. I really need to try out some new products because at the moment this is the only bronzer I have. And you cannot forget to brush away that bake. Now I forgot to show you guys this part here, but I'm pretty sure I used my MAC Soft and Gentle highlight first, and then over top I used the Wet n Wild highlighter, and I'm pretty sure it's in the shade Precious Petals or something along those lines. Now just under my eyes I'm taking the shade Red Ochre and applying that to the lash line, and then just blending that out with the first shade I used, the Burnt Orange. On the inner corner I'm putting the shade Tempera and also highlighting my brow bone with that. To set everything in place, I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus spray, and then over top of that I like to use the NYX Dewy Finish, and then I will just fan that to settle it all in. And that there is the completed makeup look, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button just down below. Until next time, I'll see you then. See ya!